Meet Ed. He's stranded in a spooky town full of zombies, werewolves, and hillbillies. Worst of all, hillbillies. I watched the pilot episode of River City, and this is Slasher Sports Cinema.
They will say that I have shed innocent blood. What's blood for, if not for shedding?
I'm my number one fan.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
God, it knows I'm here.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
You're listening to the Slasher Sports Show with Billy Graves.
Welcome back to Slasher Sports Cinema. I, of course, am Billy Graves. I say, of course, like you're supposed to fucking know me. Nobody knows me. I'm a nobody. I'll tell you who's not a nobody. The crew from River City. All right, I ran across the show, River City. They've only got a pilot episode out, but very soon they're going to be dropping episode 2, and I can't fucking wait. All right, first of all, we want to find these guys on all the socials. Facebook at River City Show, no spaces. On Instagram at River City Show, except there are underscores between each word. River_City_Show. This thing was directed by Joel Michael and Maddie Burns. I got some mad vibes of Army of Darkness. All right, because there's some severe Ash Williams visions in my head for the main character in the future, maybe. And for some reason, a video game that I just absolutely loved some years ago called Brutal Legend. I just got, the animation. I do have to admit, this show is unlike any other thing I've reviewed on Slasher Sports Cinema. Why? Because it's fully animated. Talk about a cartoon here, guys. All right, the animation reminded me of this video game, Brutal Legend, that I played some years ago. Starred Jack Black. It was a very fun game. Pretty sure it's on PlayStation 3. I don't know. This could just be my memory playing tricks. We got that Mandela effect going around. But anyway, I know from doing some homework that Joel Michael, Billy Broner, Cricket Cornelius, they all do the writing on River City. I'm not sure who was involved in writing this pilot, but the writers did a great job of illustrating the rules of this universe they've dragged us into. Just off the bat, we see a howling werewolf off in the distance, before we even, meet the first person, other than our main character, who, it was this wise old sage who points our main character, Edwin, or Ed, in the direction that he's headed, though reluctantly, very reluctantly. After all, he's in the dark, scary woods because his truck dies. All right, well, preconceived notions might put you, when you meet this guy, this gatekeeper guy, who's our wise old sage, preconceived notions might put you in the Gandalf frame of mind. You can pump the brakes on that because our sage, who's, again, named Gatekeeper, he's not the sharpest. Okay, he plays the old, I didn't say dollars, I said doll hairs trick. Not in those words. I'm trying not to spoil everything here. You got to check the links in the bio or the episode description of this episode to watch this pilot. I'm going to need you to do that. But establishing the rules of River City, and I have to tell you that River City is about, how do I explain it? I mean, it's basically about this greaser named Edwin who gets stranded in this spooky little town and finds himself leading a fight against a street gang and some malevolent forces. Thus, the Army of Darkness vibes that I got from it, right? Well, anyway, the preconceived notions that I got, because you got your sage wearing this hood, and he's speaking all, I don't know, sage-ish, I guess you could say. I don't know, but he did the play on words. He called he called Edwin's friends assholes. So yeah, that kind of gets slingshotted away from us really early in the episode. I almost said film. I guess you could call it a film. I don't know. But establishing the rules of River City, okay? Gatekeeper scares Ed and tells him, Halloween, bitch. Just because it's not Halloween doesn't mean the scares stop happening. I want all you Christmas people to remember that. Halloween begins on November 1st and ends on October 31st. Don't get it fucking twisted. But I don't see any specific line that illustrates the point better than what Gatekeeper says. Well, maybe when Ed's warned that if he strays off the beaten path, the trees are going to come alive and are sexually active, quote and unquote. I really hope we get a taste of that in episode 2 or down the line. I could totally see one of those Wizard of Oz situations where the trees come alive, start throwing apples at your main characters, and maybe one of them, grabs it by the pants and fucking, this is getting out of line here. As I mentioned before, Ed or Edwin, he's our main character. He's stranded in this little town where everyone's afflicted in some way. Okay, if they're not blind, they're a zombie or a town bully. And Ed is the less serious version of like Roddy Piper in They Live, or Ash Williams in Army of Darkness once he's gone through that portal of time, right? Feels more like Ash than Piper, but you get my point. He's the new solitary man in town, not unlike a David Bruce Banner in the classic Incredible Hulk, but he seems to be going with the flow a little bit more. The first friend he meets is Remus, Ed's blind neighbor who basically tries to rehome a dog onto Ed, but it's not a dog. Remus doesn't know. He's fucking blind. But that's the kind of camp you're going to find in this pilot. Okay, this thing screams to me heroism. I can see it coming. I can see it coming down the way. But I say that as if, the radio DJ Cyrus doesn't throw it all out there in his welcome message to Ed when he's welcoming him to town. He says to Ed that he might have to save us all. And by God, by the end of it, I think he might. Edwin might save you too if you watch River City. So much about this pilot. And I hope big things happen for these guys, the creators of River City. The artwork is perfectly detailed. Like, perfectly detailed in some spots and then plain in others. It makes for this really good contrast. The sound, I can't say enough about the sound. Whoever worked on the music and sound effects for River City, God bless you. You're doing the Lord's work. I'm not kidding. I'm not here to embellish shit either. If it sucked, I tell you it fucking sucked. But I need you all to stop what you're doing. Go to the episode description. Follow the River City team. Watch the pilot. And if you've done that already, man, we might need to check out this trailer. Do I have it? Oh, let's check this out. I almost wanted to go into this blind.
And did you hear what that geriatric fuck Remus said? He said my breath smelled like carny vagina.
That's not exactly
Carny
what he
vagina.
said, boss. What he said
I
was...
swear, whenever the time comes, I'm gonna peel that old man's skin off and wear him around town with my wiener tucked.
Why's your damn wiener tucked?
It's intimidating, that's why.
What's intimidating is this long-ass walk. I'm getting a Charlie horse. Where the hell's the car?
Gloria must have taken it. Scabies, do you have the book?
His name is Scabies. Boss. Talks like a lot of people I know. Look at the detail in that book. This is amazing.
Ah.
Let's see. Let's see.
Hmm.
Darkness, darkness all
They're
around.
getting something. Oh yeah, they're getting something out of this book. See that red? This is Evil Dead shit all the way. Oh, and a goat too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
What the fuck?
See those juices flying? Yeah.
Are you seeing this, boss?
One damnation.
Damn, that's hot.
Listen to me. I'm not going to pretend, being from the great state of Tennessee, that hearing a hillbilly like that say that that happening with a goat is hot isn't some kind of dig at hillbillies and fucking goats. I'm not going to pretend. But there you have it, River City. Enjoy this project. Check out the trailer when it drops, I believe on Christmas Day. Could be Christmas Eve. I don't know. We're going to have to look. But it is now time to slide into the gag reels. So thank you very much for joining me. I am Billy Graves. This was Slasher Sports Cinema. Now go and drink the blood of your enemies from the skulls of their children.